Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gamers of all ages, welcome to the channel. My name is Silent Gamer and today I'm helping you guys choose which nation to go for in War Thunder's realistic battles. So, stay tuned. Moving on to the Germans, one of the strongest nations that you can play in the game. They pack a lot of firepower. They use cannons extensively in their planes. As you first start out, it's going to be the BF-109s, and there's not a lot of diversity in the BF-109s except for engine performance and plane performance itself. But still, they're great energy fighters. Boom and zoom tactics are the main key to using the German planes. But if you have enough speed, enough energy, you can do like turns, but if you waste your energy, you're basically a sitting duck. Well, basically with the 109s you get the best climb rate there is in the game, except for the later Spitfires or the later Americans or the J2Ms and the Japanese. But still, the BF-109s really love to climb, they really love speed, and they really love energy fighting and boom and zooming. In the second column you get the Focke-Wulf line, which is basically a, well, they're fighters slash interceptors slash hit and run vehicles. They perform greatly at high altitude. They're really poor when it comes to turn rate, but still they have great engines and they are extremely fast. Main tactics with the Focke-Wulfs is just to hit and run. These planes are amazing. They're really agile when it comes to roll rate, and you can use that roll rate to make a lot of crazy maneuvers and get on your enemy's six really easily. Once you have your game knowledge and your energy fighting tactics, Focke-Wulfs are just amazing. They pack a lot of firepower too compared to the 109s. For example, the Focke-Wulf A5 has 4 20mm guns and 2 7.7s. Well, you don't rely much on the 7.7s, but 20mm, especially the German 20mm, the MG 151s are amazing. They blow up planes really easily, especially when you couple them with the air target belts. I'll see if I have. Yep. Once you couple them with the air target belts, which basically have a lot of high explosive shells in them, they're really amazing for taking down targets really really fast, and that is what I like about the German planes. Other than that, they really have weaknesses like the Americans, but not as bad as the Americans. If you lose your altitude in a 109, you can just disengage, go away from the battle. We gain that altitude really quickly due to that high climb speed, and you can get back in the game really easily. They're wonderful beasts, magnificent planes. Moving on to the Japanese line, the Japanese are, they're, in my opinion, they're easy mode. You get a bit of diversity, well, in the Japanese line because they have a lot of good planes. The main trick with the Japanese is they're really light, they're great turn fighters, they have decent guns, like extremely decent guns, especially on the A7M2, but yeah, they're extremely easy mode if you like going into clusters of enemies and dogfighting and pulling off all of these crazy maneuvers really easily. Japanese planes are great for you at that point. The main disadvantage with the Japanese is their damage model. They catch fire really quickly. They don't have self-sealing tanks. They can get wrecked really easily. I once was flying my Ki 100 and an artillery shot just clipped my wing right off, clean. And yes, artillery from the ground, like from the map. They're really fragile, but once you know how to use use them, they're really amazing. They require discipline, and they can give you a lot of bad habits if you want to get to the Germans or the USA line after you play the Japanese. But overall, they're really great dogfighters. One of the overpowered nations, in my opinion, in War Thunder when it comes to planes. Moving on to Italy, and as you can see, I don't have any Italian planes in here, but on my other account I challenged myself to make to grind from nothing to rank 5 without any premium, nothing. What I noticed about the Italian planes is, especially the first Italian planes, they're really great in a straight line. They are extremely fast. The sports cars of the sky, they can turn in the horizontal, but once you take them up to the vertical, they lose a lot and a lot of energy. Earlier Italian planes, they can be really effective, especially the RE 2001. Those planes, they have a lot of speed, they have a good turn rate. Guns are not the best, but still they're great. C202s, however, I don't prefer the earlier C202s, except for the C205s. They're great, especially the C205 series 3. It's amazing. This plane it feels more of a German plane rather than an Italian plane. This thing has a really balanced climb rate. I believe it is 19 seconds climb rate and 19 seconds turn time, completely spaded, but I don't remember. It's a joy to fly once you get that plane, and sadly it is in the bracket, but I really recommend that you go for that plane. Going on to the G55s, the G55s, you can struggle a lot trying to climb. They are really great energy fighters, but climbing, not that great. Although they have great guns, which is the other good thing about the Italians. They pack a lot of firepower. And the good thing about that firepower is 20mm MG 151s, which shred targets to pieces once you get the air target belts researched on them. But still, they're really amazing. The SM91 is an amazing plane too. This thing, I don't know how this thing can turn efficiently. I mean, it has a great climb rate. It gets an air spawn. You have 120mm in the back that you can shoot with a back gunner, a 620mm MG 151s on the front that can shred any target to pieces. They can turn, I think, 20-second turn time once spaded. This plane is a joy. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed, I hope that you benefited from the video. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you want, and I guess I'll see you on the next one.